In this lecture, we will be discussing exercise 8.2 one by one. Question 1 is, a man got 10% increase in his salary if his new salary is rupees 1,54,000. Find his original salary. First of all, we have to understand the situation. If you try to understand, you have some original salary, you got some increment. So after increment, you have got your new salary. So as per this situation, we can form a statement that new salary is equal to original salary plus increment. Now the question comes, what is given to us? Given to us is new salary is how much? Rupees 1,54,000. Given to us is increment in terms of percentage. So it is 10% increment. But in the formula, you all know you cannot add a simple value with percentage, because it is simple like that. You cannot add 2 liters plus 3 kg. You cannot add them because they are unlike terms. Similarly, here this new salary is a value in rupees. This original salary is a value in rupees. Similarly, this increment should be a value in rupees only. It should not be in percentage. So our first task is to convert this percentage in value. And I have told you how to convert that. Whenever percentage is given to you, we divide by 100 and multiply with the original value. Let us see. So increment value, first I am trying to find the increment value. Before that, we have to assume this original salary as X. So you can write the statement as, let the original salary be X rupees. So the increment is given by increment percentage upon 100 multiplied with original salary. Now put the values in this. Increment percentage is given to you as 10 upon 100 multiplied with original salary, which is X. If you see, this can be cut and you have got X upon 10 rupees of increment. So this is the value. Now we can add this in this equation. Now write the complete thing. So we have got new salary, that is 1 lakh. So we can say 80Q, that is according to the question 1,54,000 is equal to original salary, which is rupees X, plus the increment, which is X upon 10. So this is the final equation. If you solve this equation, you will get the value of X, which is your original salary. So let us solve this. Let me just make the equation and you will solve it on your own to find the answer. It is very simple. So this will be a LCM of 10. You will get 10x plus x. It will be 1,54,000 is equal to 11x upon 10. When you solve this, you get the value of x, and that will be your original salary. Now let's move to the next question and try to think about its situation. Question number 2 is, on Sunday, 845 people went to the zoo. So we have a zoo. On Sunday, people who visited the zoo are given to you as 845. But on the next day, that is Monday, the people who are visiting the zoo is how many? Only 169. So there is a decrease, you can see. Now they are asking, what is the percent decrease in people visiting the zoo on Monday? So they are asking for percentage decrease. So we all know, whenever we want to find percentage, we have to multiply with 100. So before this, the formula we should try to write, percentage decrease is given by decrease value upon what plus the previous value or the original value. We are seeing decrease in comparison to Sunday value. So we will have here Sunday crowd or Sunday number of people into 100. This will be your answer in percentage. So first of all, let us find this value of decrease. We can say decrease from Sunday to Monday is given by 845 minus 169, and the answer is 676. Okay, you can check 15 minus 9 is 6 only, so you will get this answer. Now comes the formula. To find the percentage decrease, it's very easy. First write the decrease value, which is 676, upon Sunday crowd is 845 multiplied with 100. Those who have this doubt why I have taken Sunday crowd and not the Monday crowd, you have to understand that we are finding the decrease percentage with respect to Sunday only. So whenever you are finding with respect to Sunday, so in the denominator we should have Sunday only. Okay, so if you solve this, you will get the answer, and the answer will come out as, let me solve this for you. You can take 5 1s are 5, 34, 5 6 are 30, 45, 5 9s are 45, and 5 20s are 100. Then 169 is a multiple of 13, 13 13s are 169, and 13 5s are 65, 26, 13 2s are 26, 13 1s are 13 4s are. So we have got the answer as 4. Sorry, we have got the answer as 4 into 20. So it is 80% decrease from Sunday to Monday. I hope you got this. Now question number 3. Main is the thinking process for the question. If you are able to understand the situation, it will be easy for you to solve the question. Question number 3. A shopkeeper buys 80 articles for rupees 2400. So you can say the cost price is given to you of 80 articles is rupees 2400. Then what they are saying, and sells them for a profit of 16%. So profit percentage is given to you. Profit percentage is 16%, and find the selling price of one article. So we have to find selling price of one article. Very simple. We will try to find selling price of 80 articles, and then we'll divide by 80. We will get a one article also. Now the things come. What is SP? We all know selling price is given by cost price plus profit. So again you have to understand, this SP is a value in rupees. This cost price is a value in rupees. So this profit should also be a value. But right now it is given to you in the terms of percentage. So we should have to first convert this percentage in value. So let's find the profit. Again, we know if percentage is given to us and we want to convert into value, we have to divide by 100. So profit is equal to 16 upon 100, and we all know profit and loss are calculated with respect to always cost price, and the cost price is 2400 for 80 articles. Now these two zeros will cut and we will get the profit is equal to 16 into 24. Let us find this product. 6 4s are 24, 12 plus 2 14, 1 4s are 4, 2s are, so 4 8 3. So the profit is rupees 384 on how many articles? 80 articles. So we can say the selling price of 80 articles is given by cost price of 80 article plus profit on 80 articles. Now let me add these. 2400 plus 384 is equal to how much? It is 2784. So this is the selling price of 80 articles. But the question is not asking for 80 articles. It is asking for only one article. What we can do? We can easily use the unitary method. We can say SP of 80 articles is equal to 2784. Therefore, SP of one article will be 2784 upon 80, and we can solve this to find the answer. First of all, we can write this 80 as 8 into 10 because we should not disturb these values, because 10 is very easy to cut in the last. So let me cut this. 8 3s are 24, then we have 3 remainder, 8 will come, 38, 8 4s are 32, 6 will be there, 64, so 8 8s are 64. So we have got 348 upon 10. We can divide it further with the help of 2 also, but I have told you, whenever you have numbers like these 10, 100, 1000, no need to divide them, just cut the 0 and put the decimal. So we have got selling price of one article is equal to rupees 34.8. That's it. Now let's see the next question, question number 4, I guess. Okay, the cost of an article was rupees 15,500. So cost price is given to you. Cost price of article is given to you as 15,500, and they are having some repair cost. So there is some repair cost. On repair cost is rupees 450, and if it is sold for profit of 15%, so profit is there after selling of 15%, they are asking what is the selling price. Now first of all we have to understand, is this the cost price? Yes, this is, but this repair cost is also bore by us only, so we have to add this also in the cost price. So we will say final cost price will be given by CP plus repair cost, that is RC. Let me add then 15,500 plus 450 will be equal to 15,950. So this is the real CP that we have spent to buy this article. Now we all know the formula for SP is what? SP is equal to CP plus profit. Let us see, what do we know? We know the value of cost price. Do we know profit value? No, we don't know profit value. Why? Because profit percentage is given to us, not value. So what will we do? We can little bit change the formula like this. We can find profit separately also, or if you want you can write in the formula only that profit value is given by profit percentage upon 100 into CP. It depends on you. You can find this thing separately and then add over here, or if you want you can do here only. It is okay. Now let me write the value. CP is how much? 15,950, the final CP, plus profit percentage is how much? It is 15% upon 100 into cost price, that is 15,950. Now if you observe, we have a plus sign in between and these two terms are same. Can't we take them common? If you want to solve, normally you can solve, but I am just giving you a hint. To make the question easy, we can take these two common. Now let's see what will happen if we take them common. 15,950 common. In this place, what is left? 1 is left. Then we have a plus sign. What is left here? Only 15 by 100. So this way we have reduced the calculation. Why? Because taking common, we have made it easy. So 15,950 LCM of 100, we will get 100. 100 plus 15 is 115. I have told you not to disturb this 100. Okay, we can disturb it. We can cut this 0 easily, so it is okay. Now don't disturb it. Just multiply these two and divide by 10 and that will be your answer. Okay. Now let us see what is the product of these two. So we have got 1595 into 115 upon 10. Let's see. The product will come out as 183,425 upon 10. And as I have said you will just cut this 0 and put a decimal, and the answer is this one. This is the selling price of the article. That's it. It was very easy. Now let's see next question. Question number 5, I guess. Yes, question number 5. In this question, we have a VCR and TV were bought for rupees 8,000 each. So we have two articles in comparison. So we'll make a column like this so that it is easy to compare. Cost price of VCR. So CP VCR is given to you as rupees 8,000 and CP of TV is also rupees 8,000. Okay, what is given now? The shopkeeper made a loss of 4% in the VCR. So here he is having a loss of how many percent? 4%. And here they are saying a profit of 8%. So profit of 8%. Now find the gain or loss percent on the whole transaction. So first of all, we have to see what is the overall thing. Is it totally loss or totally profit? So for that we have to write the formula first. SP of VCR will be given by CP of VCR. As there is a loss, so we have to subtract it, loss. And SP of TV will be given by cost price of TV plus profit. So first we'll try to find these SPs and then we will compare total SP with total CP. Okay, let's see. Let's find this one first. SP of VCR. Again, as I've told you, you can find this loss value separately and then put in the formula, or if you want, you can modify the formula also. We know the CP of VCR is how much? It is 8,000 minus loss is given to you as loss percentage. So you will write the formula as loss percent upon 100 multiplied with CP. In the next step, let me put the formula. 8,000 minus loss percent how much? 4 upon 100 multiplied with cost price, that is 8,000. Again, writing in this way, the best part is taking common because it reduces the efforts. So you can see 8,000 is common in both the things and in between there is sign of negative. Let me take 8,000 common. Now in the place of first value, what is left? 1 is left. Then we have a negative sign. Then what is left over here? This is gone outside. So we are left with only 4 upon 100. So we have got the SP of VCR easily. It is 8,000 multiplied with 100 minus 4 is 96 upon 100. I have told you if they are cutting directly, you can cut them. Now you can multiply these two and get the SP of VCR, which is coming out as 8 6 are 48, 8 9 is 72 plus 4, 76, and how many zeros? 1 0. Class, I am again saying, if you find this way of taking common little bit difficult, no issue. You can find the loss value separately and then you can subtract. It is just to make the calculation easy, because by taking common we are reducing the labor. Okay. Similarly, we can find the SP of TV. Same way, I have this formula. In this formula I have profit value. Again we can write the formula as SP we have to find is equal to CP of TV, which is rupees 8,000, plus profit. We have profit percentage. Same formula is profit percentage, that is 8% upon 100 multiplied with cost price, which is 8,000. Again, if you observe, these two are common. Just I am doing this to make it easy. Else what would you have done? You would have found this thing separately and then just added over here. Okay. So it will be 8,000 common. At this place, what will be remaining? 1. Then we have a plus sign, and here we have 8 upon 100. So it will be 8,000 multiplied with 108 upon 100. Again there is a cancellation, so we can cancel. Apart from cancellation, it is not advisable to cut hundreds or thousands. Now just multiply these two, we will get 8 8s are 64, 6 will come, 8 1s are 8, and then we have 1 0. So we have got the SP of TV as 8640, whereas SP of VCR is this thing 7680. Now let us compare whether it is a total loss or profit. So total CP for that person was, CP of both the things is rupees 8,000 plus rupees 8,000, that is rupees 16,000, and total SP that he has got is rupees 7680 plus 8640, which is equal to how much? 16320. And if you observe, SP is still more than CP, so it is a profit. So overall profit is given to you how much? 16,320 minus 16,000, which is rupees 320. Now is the question asking for overall profit percentage. For that we have to take this value upon overall cost price into 100. Simple. So let me write that formula. So we will say this is overall profit. So overall profit percentage will be given by overall profit upon what? Yes, overall cost price into 100. So now put the values. Overall profit is 320. Overall cost price is 16,000 into 100 percentage. 0 will cancel, this 0 will cancel this one, and 16 2s are 32. So answer is 2% overall profit. Now I hope it is clear to everyone. Let's see question number 6. Question number 6. During a sale, a shop offered a discount of 10%. So discount offered is 10%. We all know discount is given on MRP, which is maximum retail price, and the marked price of all items. What would be the customer have to pay for a pair of jeans marked at rupees 1450? So MRP of jeans is given to you as rupees 1450 and 2 shirts marked at rupees 850 each. So MRP of shirts is 2 into rupees 850, because there are 2 shirts. So 200, 2 5s are 10, 16 plus 1 70. So these are the MRPs. There are 2 ways. You can find discount separately on both the things and then you add, still you get the same answer. So let me find the total price. It will be given by selling price is equal to MRP minus discount. Again, this is rupees value, this is rupees value, this is also rupees value, not percentage. So we can make the formula in this way. Total SP or total billing amount, we can say it is total billing amount, BA, is equal to MRP, that is total MRP minus discount. Now let's find total MRP first. So total MRP will be given by how much? 1450 plus 1700, and that will be how much? 0 5 7 plus 4 11 and 3, that is 3150 is the total MRP. Now put in the formula. We have total SP is equal to total MRP, that is 3150 minus discount, and discount is percentage with us, so we have to write the formula. Discount percent, that is 10% upon 100 multiplied with MRP. As we are taking total MRP, so here also we will take total MRP. Again the same thing, they are same, so I advise you to take them common to make your calculations easy. In the first place 1 is left, then we have a negative sign, then we are left with 10 upon 100, and if you solve it you will get 3150. 100 minus 10 is 90 upon 100. So this 0 will cancel, this 0 will cancel. Just multiply 315 and 9, 9 5s are 45, 9 1s are 9 plus 4 13, 9 is 27 plus 1 28. So you have to pay how much money? You have to pay rupees 2835 on the total items. Okay, you could have found discount on jeans and shirts separately, and then also if you have added you would have got the same price. Okay, there is no issue because you can try this. There are many ways to find the answer. Now question number 7. Question number 7. A milkman sold 2 of his buffaloes for rupees 20,000 each. So this time he is selling it. So given to you is selling price of buffaloes. So selling price of first buffalo, you can write like this, is given to you as rupees 20,000, and selling price of second buffalo is how much? Same, 20,000. But that doesn't mean their CP is also same. The selling price is same, that doesn't mean their cost price was also same. So we have to think about this. They are saying on one he made a gain of 5%. Suppose on the first one he made a gain, that is profit of 5%, and on the second there was a loss of 10%. So here there was a loss of 10%. This thing clears that the cost price were different. Obviously this would have been having more cost price and this would be having less cost price. Okay, now is asking find the overall gain or loss. So first thing, to find the overall gain or loss, we need to find the cost price of first buffalo, and we have to find the cost price of second buffalo. Now if cost price is given to you, then finding selling price is very easy, because you have either profit or loss, you can find it very easily. But it is the reverse process. So this time you have two ways to find the cost price. Either you assume it X and then solve, you will get the answer. Second way is you go with the formula which helps you to find cost price directly, and the formula is, let me rub this. I am again saying finding selling price from cost price is far more easy, but this is also not that tough if you know the formula. Cost price is given by 100 upon 100 plus profit percentage into selling price, and if it is a loss, in that case cost price is given by 100 upon 100 minus loss percentage into selling price. This will help you to find the cost price easily. Okay, if you don't want to go with the formula, no problem, you can assume this price as X and this price as Y, and then you can find them separately and check the answer. It will be same, no issue. So let's put the value. 100 plus 100 plus profit is 5, so we have got 105 into selling price, that is 20,000. So we can solve it little bit. So we can do by 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5, and 5 20s are. That's it, we are done. We cannot solve further, no need to go into decimals right now. So we can say CP of first buffalo is equal to 2 2s are 4, and there are how many zeros? 5 zeros upon 21. This is CP of first buffalo. Now second CP of second buffalo will be given by 100 upon 100 minus loss percentage, which is 10, so it will be 90, multiplied with SP, which is again 20,000 over here. Cut this 0 and we are left with 2 5 zeros upon 9. This is cost price of second buffalo. Now we have to check whether it is a total profit or total loss. So for that, we all know we have to find first total SP, which is given to us, because SP of first and second we know how much, 20,000 each. So total SP with us is rupees 40,000, and total CP we have to find. It is equal to CP of first buffalo plus CP of second buffalo, that is rupees 40, and there are 5 zeros, upon 21 plus upon 9. Let us take the LCM now. LCM of 9 and 21. So LCM is 21 3s are 63. So LCM is 63. Over here we will get 21 3s are, so therefore 3 4s are 12, 1 2 3 4 5, plus 9 sevens are, so 7 2s are 14, 1 2 3 4 5. Now let's add them. We will get, there are 5 zeros, 4 plus 2 is 6 and 1 plus 1 is 2. So this is the thing. Now can we solve this? 6 plus 2 is 8. No, we cannot. So this will come in decimal only. If you try to solve it, you can compare these two. If you divide these two, approximately your answer will come around 41269.84 approximately till 2 decimal places. And if you compare these two now, this is your total cost price. So you can say that cost price is larger than selling price. Obviously it is a loss because CP is more than SP, therefore overall loss, and that is of how much? Let's find that loss value. It is simple, 41. So you can say loss is equal to CP minus SP, which is 41269.84 minus SP is 40,000, and the answer will be how much? 1269.84 rupees. So this is the overall loss. I hope it is clear to you. Now let's see the next question. Question number 8. In this question they are saying the price of a TV is rupees 13,000. So if you go to purchase a TV, they are telling the price tag or the final price is rupees how much? 13,000. So you must be expecting that on the bill you have to pay only 13,000 rupees, but as soon as you are going to pay, they said, sir, you have to pay a tax also on this amount. And what is the sales tax on this? They are saying, sir, the sales tax is, so you will say plus sales tax of how much percentage? 12%. This sales tax is given to the government. Okay. So the question is asking the price of TV is 13,000. The sales tax charge is 12%. Find the amount that Vinod will have to pay if he buys it. So when the question is of sales tax, this must be selling price of TV. So given to us is selling price of TV rupees 13,000, and it is not including the tax because tax is including after this. So we have to write sales tax that we have to give on this TV is 12%. So we can say the final amount or the billing amount will be equal to how much? Selling price plus tax. If you see, when you buy something from Amazon, they are saying suppose the price is rupees 300. When you get the bill, you will get to know that the actual price of that article was something like 248 or 268, and then they are written over there tax of remaining price, and the sum was 300. That means in the Amazon they are showing you the price including taxes. In the Flipkart they are showing you prices including this sales tax. So that is a different case. But in this question, this company is not including it. They are including it afterwards. Okay. So you can see the selling price is how much? 13,000, and tax is also find on selling price only. So tax value we have to find, and we know percentage. So very simple, 12 upon 100 into selling price, that is 13,000. Same thing, we have this 13,000 common. Let us take it common only. 13,000 bracket. What is left here? 1, because we have taken it out. Then we have a plus sign. Then we have a 12 upon 100. And this is the answer. 112 upon 100. Cut these two. And if you multiply these, you will get 13 2s are 26. 13 1 the 13 plus 2, 15. 13 1 the 13 plus 1, 14. And 1 0. So you have to pay how much money? Rupees 14,560. this is the final price that you have to pay, including tax. Okay, in this money 13,000 will be taken by the shopkeeper and remaining amount will go to government as a tax for buying this article. Nowadays we have GST. Okay, now let's see the next question. Question number 9. Arun bought a pair of skates at a sale where the discount was 20%. So discount on the skates is how much? 20%. Now they are saying if the amount he pays is rupees 1600. So amount paid by him is rupees 1600. We have to find the mark price. Again, it is a reverse process because normally we find discount on MRP and then we get the amount paid. But in this case, this is given to us, we have to find the reverse process. We have to go the reverse process. Now again, same way, you can assume the MRP as X and you can find all these things, or you can use some formula. It is similar. Let us do by normal way, by basics. So let the MRP is equal to rupees X. We know we find discount on MRP only. So discount value will be given by discount percentage upon 100 multiplied with MRP. That is, discount percentage is how much? 20 upon 100 into X. We can cut these two and we will get 2x upon 10 is the value of discount. Now, what is the relation between MRP, amount paid, and discount? Very simple. We all know amount paid is equal to MRP minus discount. This is the relation. Let's put the values. Amount paid we know is 1600 rupees. We know the MRP is X and discount we have found as 2x upon 10. Now just solve it and you get the value of X. Easy. 10 is LCM. 10x minus 2x is 8x. So this implies X is equal to 1600 into 10 upon 8. 8 2s are, and the answer is rupees 2000. So the skates price was rupees 2000 and you got discount 20%. That is why you gave only 1600 rupees. Last question, question number 10. I purchased a hair dryer for rupees 5400. So what is given to you? This is the price that you have paid, including 8% VAT. So you can say this is the price that you gave. So this is the billing price. So billing price or the bill amount was rupees 5400. It was including a VAT of 8%. This price already has included how much? Tax of 8%, which was included. You have to find the price before VAT. So you have to find actually the selling price. So you need to understand the question in a better way. In this question they are saying this amount already includes the tax and you have to find the selling price. Again, you can go for the direct formula, or if you don't know the formula, you can go for the basics. So let X is equal to your selling price. I have assumed selling price as X, and we all know the relation between these three things is very simple. Billing price is equal to selling price plus tax. Now this tax is not tax percentage, it is tax value. So the billing price is given to you as 5400, which is equal to selling price, which is X, and tax is given by tax percent, that is 8 upon 100 into X, which is the selling price, because we find tax on selling price only. Now again we can take X common. Take the X common, you will get X outside, then bracket. In the first place 1 will be remaining, then we have a plus sign, and here x is gone out, so the remaining is 8 upon 100. Now solve it further. It will be 108 upon 100. Finally x will remain here, 100 and this will go there, 5400 into 100 upon 108. Let's try to solve it. I think 4 can divide both the numbers, so 4 2s are 8, then here 28, 7s are 28, 4 1s are 4, 3s are 12, 20 is there, and 0. So we have got 1350. So we have to check, can we solve by 3? 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 4, 9. Yes, we can cut by 9 also. So 9 3s are 27, 9 1s are 9, 45 is there, 9 5s are 0s are, and finally 3 5s are 0s are. So the selling price was rupees 50 into 100, that is rupees 5000. I hope this question was clear to you and the remaining were also clear to you. Just try to form a relation. If your relation is correct, you can find any question. Okay, thank you.